Donald Trump says that Iran is standing down from military conflict. Is it? And if not, what happens next with the U.S.-Iranian crisis?
Soleimani was buried in his hometown last night. Elizabeth Palmer is in Tehran for us. Elizabeth, good morning. What do we expect next from Iran?
Well, good morning. The clear message coming from the leadership is that they're done, at least for now. What would it take to get de-escalation going?
It is up to the United States to now come to its senses and stop its adventurism in this region.
The Pentagon has directed about 4,500 troops to the region atop the roughly 50,000 already there as tensions rise with Iran. They are reinforcing their outposts, bases, and airfields. American military units stationed in Iraq and Syria are readying for attacks from either Iranian forces or their proxies after the drone strike that killed a senior Iranian general last week. It is unclear what an Iranian retaliatory attack would look like after the death of Maj. General Qasem Soleimani, an Iranian security and intelligence commander responsible for the deaths of hundreds of troops over the years, and Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, a powerful Iraqi militia commander and government official. But already, American forces in the region are reinforcing their outposts, bases, and airfields. The Pentagon has directed about 4,500 additional troops to the region atop the roughly 50,000 already there. Here's how it breaks down. New deployments to Iraq and Kuwait. The influx of new forces was prompted by several events: the death of an American contractor in Iraq during a rocket attack on December 27 carried out by an Iranian-backed militia, protests around the United States Embassy in Baghdad afterward, following a series of American airstrikes on the militia, and last week's drone strike on General Soleimani and Mr. al-Muhandis.
State of emergency in Puerto Rico at this hour following a devastating 6.4 earthquake.
Tonight, a state of emergency in Puerto Rico, the island reeling after the latest quake. The pre-dawn 6.4 magnitude tremor leveling businesses and homes, damaging schools. This church completely destroyed.
The current state of Metro San Juan, about an hour after the quake.
That hit yesterday, knocking homes off their foundations and crushing cars. The tremors caused by the shifting of tectonic plates. There are fears they could continue for weeks. Hundreds now in shelters, many in tents, afraid to go back inside.
Everything inside got.
Begin with breaking news. A 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck Albania just a short time ago, not far from the capital, Tirana. Health officials say at least 140 people have been injured. And journalist Blendi Sala of our affiliate A2 joins me live on the line from the capital. So good to have you with us. Talk to us about the situation on the ground there. Do you know of any of the injuries and any casualties and damage as well?
Well, good morning, Rosemary. It's been a horrible morning here in Albania. People have been screaming and they've been hurt. We know of at least one casualty that's been confirmed, but we suspect there will be more because we've had buildings collapse, and now we've got rescue teams going to the sites and trying to pull people out from wreckages. It's an incredible sight to see. Whole buildings have come down. Half of them are still standing, and half of them is still, on the ground. And you can see people's rooms as the next position as to what their lives were before this earthquake.
Here, we're making sure that nothing is going to come down in the studio here. And it is going for quite a bit.
Everybody. It continues.
This is a very strong earthquake.
Strong here.
8:21 here on the air. We're experiencing very strong shaking. Wow. I think we need to get under the desk.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Is that James?
Get under the table. Get under the. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was a.
Oh, the front door came open. That's okay. It's okay. Just hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. This is bad, Brian.
Holy. Oh. Pelicans way.
You have to, Mark. You have to give yourself an opportunity.
Folks, we're experiencing an earthquake right now.
Whoa, yes we are.
Can you feel the earth below you?
Yes, I can. And they're
going to
stop the game here.
A slap was delivered last night. But what is important is that the seditious presence of America in the region should be ended.
Crash near Tehran. Security cameras captured the dramatic moment of impact on the ground. 176 people died, including 63 Canadians. That country's Prime Minister says it was downed by an Iranian missile.
We have intelligence from multiple sources, including our allies and our own intelligence. The evidence indicates that the plane was shot down by an Iranian surface-to-air missile.
The plane came down just 4 hours after Iran had fired a volley of missiles towards the US bases in Iraq. The country was on high alert for possible US retaliation. Asked if he blamed America for escalating tensions in the area, Prime Minister Trudeau said a full investigation was needed before fingers were pointed.
I think it is too soon to be drawing conclusions or assigning blame or responsibility in whatever proportions.
Iranian officials insist the aircraft, a Ukrainian International Boeing 737-800, had a problem and was headed back to the airport. They say there were other planes in the area. Debris from the plane was scattered over a wide area. The so-called black boxes, a cockpit voice recorder and a flight data recorder have been recovered. The Iranians say they won't be handing them over to Boeing, but will conduct an investigation and keep Ukraine informed. It's been reported the debris has been bulldozed into a pile at the scene, making a forensic analysis almost impossible. But one expert told us the dead might be the best witnesses.
There could be evidence literally within the bodies of the victims that could point to whether or not, for example, an explosion took place inside or outside of the aircraft.
Earlier in the day, US President Donald Trump said he feared the worst.
It was flying in a pretty rough neighborhood, and somebody could have made a mistake. Some people say it was mechanical. I personally don't think that's even a question.
Hitting the plane above a place named Paran near Tehran's airport, the area where the Ukrainian airliner stopped transmitting its signal before it crashed Wednesday. All right, now, here we go. We're going to take a look at the video together, and here it is. I think you're going to see it right there. Look at the left side. There's the missile coming from the left side of your screen, and then it hits the plane. We'll look at it again one more time. As you see, as it begins to actually do that. This thing is going to loop, by the way. Stay with me because it's video, taking it from the top. And you'll see, and I think it rolls a couple of different times. You see the video come from the left, way before that smoke. It comes from the left, then you see like a flash, and then you see the crash. Here it is again. See that flash? That was the flash where it actually hits the plane. And just moments prior to that, you actually see what appears to be a missile coming from the left side of the screen. Now, let me tell you what the New York Times is saying. They're saying that visual and sonic clues in the footage matched flight path information and satellite imagery of the area where the plane crashed. Satellite images were taken on Thursday and provided by the Times to an organization called Maxar Technologies. That's a space technology company. They say they use that organization to help verify the video's authenticity.
The Ukrainian president laid flowers at a makeshift memorial at the airport where the plane was due to land. He called for Canadian experts to join the investigation. It's understood many of the victims had dual nationalities. Families are now painfully waiting to find out when the bodies will be returned and they can say their final goodbyes.
The current crisis deeply affects not only the region but all of us. And the use of weapons must stop now to give space to dialogue. We all are called upon to do everything possible to rekindle talks, and there cannot be enough of that. The European Union, in its own way, has a lot to offer. We have established and time-tested relations with many actors in the region and beyond to de-escalate the situation. I'm now on my way to London. I shall meet Prime Minister Boris Johnson this afternoon. And of course, the situation in Iran and Iraq will also be a topic. It is in our mutual interest to build a new partnership between the European Union and the United Kingdom.